Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Southern Yankee. I have a fun little haul for you to do today. This is from Temu, but it's not clothing. It's more of like the home goods, things that you can use, like everyday things around the house that I wanted to try and show you. This is just a quick little haul. My coupon code should still work for you. It'll be rolling out the screen below, and you can get some coupon offers. They also run different things too, where they'll like drop prices on things, or they'll send you like an email where you have a surprise box and different things. Sometimes they'll give you like 90% off of an item. So I've done a few different hauls with them. I've done, been on the quest for some good clothing for them, and these are some things I wanted to pick up for like the house. So I'm going to show you real quickly what I got, and shipping I believe is free both ways. Like they have a really easy like return policy if something comes in broke. I did have one item that did come in broke, and you can just let them know. It's a super simple process, and they'll replace it for you. So I'm going to show you what I got, and then and there was one thing that came in and I didn't know what it was. I do now, and I did select it, but I was like, what the heck is this? And I'll show you why in a second. So first of all, I got some things for the garden. So winter's coming up, and our winters are mild here, so I think like we could start some like later in the season, like some cabbage and different things at like small seedlings, and like put them under these cloches. So these are to protect them from and in the fall too, to protect them from like bugs, and like what comes here is like we get the caterpillars, and the they'll eat the vegetables, especially the little ones when they're coming up, or sweet peas too. Sweet peas take a little bit to get going, and they're going to be ripe for a little critter munching and destroying them until they get big enough to support themselves. So that's what these are going to be for. They're for the garden. I don't know how many. I think these were like they came in like I think a pack of 10. 3, 4, 5. I think it's 10 that came in here. There's a lot. You get a lot, and I'll put like on the side here so you can see what the price is. But that's what these are for. But Grayson thinks that they're hats, and he thinks that they're like things for him to play with. He thinks they're like, he thinks they're horns, and he tries to put things in them. So I was like, you can't play with those. Those are TT's. TT needs those for a video. He's so funny with these. He really, really likes these and wants to play with them. I can see why it would be entertaining to a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old. So that was one of the items that I got. This one came in a little banged up in the box, but I'm super excited to have this. This is a mini electric iron to remove wrinkles. I do have a steamer, but sometimes you don't want a steamer. You want something a little bit quicker. And let me show you this. I have not used this or anything yet, so I can't tell you like too much about it, but I want to show it to you, and I'll put it up on the screen. It looks like there's a cup, so maybe it just does do some steaming. And it's got, so when you're done, it's got a thing to put over it after it cools off so that it doesn't burn anything. But I thought this would be really good for travel, like when I don't want to take my mini like water steamer. This would be really good to take. So it's got a cord, it's got a little button here. Oh yeah, you can put water in it, and it's got a little steam button. So I don't know how you open it. Oh, there's a plug right here. Probably fill that with water, and then when you want to steam, you can steam, and then you can just iron. It's so cute. This is going to be so perfect for work, for when I travel for work, to be able to take this with me. And it's so small that it's really not going to take up a lot of space, and that is what I needed it for. So I am super, super excited to have this, and that's what the little cup is for, which I can see myself using this for other things too. It measures up to 50 millimeters, and I'm sure that's what it takes. So this is a upgraded porcelain hot plate. Once hot, it will flatten without hurting the clothes. Gets up to 266 degrees Fahrenheit, constant temperature, efficient heat conduction, only remove wrinkles without hurting clothes. Nice. Yeah, okay, so here's a photo on the back. You can kind of see where she's spraying the clothes like as a steamer, but you can actually iron the clothes too. So this is kind of like a 2-in-1. Sometimes when you steam, there's like spots under the arms, or there's seams, and it's kind of hard to get it all the way out, and sometimes you do need to iron it, and I don't want to pull out a big iron. I don't know about you. So that's what this was for me. That's why I got that. So I'm excited about that. This I've had to keep away from Robert, because Robert's a cook in the house, and he saw these. He's like, I need those right now. I'm like, you can't touch them because until I do my video. He wanted to. Anyway, these are their 200 foil sheets for cooking. They're pop-up foil sheets. Also probably good if you do hair. You could probably use them for highlighters or to highlight hair as well, but it's the pop-up sheets of foil. We need them for food, and that's what he wants, or cooking on the grill or whatever. It's summertime, and so a lot of you might wrap up your meat and or corn or vegetables, make little pockets and cook it on the grill, and that's what we got. So this is, like I said, it's a 200 pack, 100% recyclable packaging as well, and they are 12-inch by 10 3/4 inch sheets, so they're going to be a decent sized sheet for food or crafts or whatever you're going to use it for. But I didn't know they had stuff like this, and I was so happy because I don't know if you guys have seen the price of tinfoil and saran wrap and all of that in the grocery stores. It's insane. It's insane and ridiculous right now. So really, really happy that I was able to see that they had this. I want to look and see if they have some other things like this as well. I just didn't have the chance to like kind of go through the website and look, but we're going to, because I was so excited about this. All right, so let me show you a couple things. This is to pick up leaves. So I believe this has 2 parts, and it's like scoops up leaves, and I need this, and because I can't do something too heavy because I won't be able to move it. So it's got a, let me just show you. So you basically like you get your box or garbage bag or whatever, and you stick your hands in the sides like this, and then you just like scoop it up and dump it. Scoop and dump. And this is going to make my life so much easier, especially at the end of year when I'm doing a lot of debris cleanup, and when the leaves start falling, I'm going to be using this all the time. Like a lot of times Robert will leaf blow stuff into a big pile, but then you still have to like, sometimes those piles are too overwhelming and too heavy for me with a rake, and you still got to pick it up. And so this is better too. Plus we are having some issues here with critters and snakes and stuff, and I'd rather use this than my hand in case I like was going to pick it up. Like if we did the pile of leaves and then I went back the next day, there could be snakes in there, friends. So for that, I'm going to use this, no hands, because we've already had 3 run-ins with the same black snake in our yard in the last 2 weeks. It bit Robert already. It greeted me at the water when I was watering out there. And it also lunged at Robert the other day, and I'm like, it's an aggressive one. She probably has eggs nearby. So this is going to be my best friend when I'm picking up garbage and like debris and stuff from the garden. So that is why I got this. If you have an issue in your area with snakes, or you just don't want your hands getting in the mud and dirt, or you just don't want to deal with like insects and stuff like that, I would recommend this. It's just plastic, but it's going to make my life so much easier, and it's going to just make me feel better knowing that I'm not going to get bit if I stick my hand in a pile of leaves, which is what we were doing before. So that's why I got this. All right. Also, this is another thing for the garden. I believe that this is a mat like that pops up so I can like repot things, because I want to have a little potting station in the backyard. I actually want a she shed back there. I'm thinking about putting in something in coming years. I've got a couple other things that I need to do before I can do that. But this is for outside. Yeah, that's what this. Or is this the garbage bag? This might be the garbage bag. Let me look. This is a huge garbage bag. So this is going to go with that other thing, the scooper thingy. I think it'll come together now that I'm thinking about it. I ordered this so long ago, I can't remember. Yeah, this is like a leaf bag, so I can use that picker up thing. I don't know if you can see how big it is, but it's massive. And put the leaves in here, and then drag this, or have Robert drag it, and carry it and throw it over the fence in the backyard, or put it in a compost pile. And it also came with extra gloves, which I always need. I don't know about you, but I always lose these, or I'll leave them outside, and then I'm afraid to put my hands in them because I'm afraid there's going to be a critter inside of them, like a black widow or a snake. We have, or not a snake, but like a black widow or something in there. We have a lot of spiders here, and we have brown recluse spiders too. So always glad to have another pair of gloves. So yeah, so I think those may have all went together. I'm not sure what this part is to it. I'm assuming it probably goes in around the bottom to hold the bag up. That's what I think this is. I'll have to have Robert put that sucker together. Just what he loves to do. This is also a Robert gift because I like pineapple, but the problem with pineapple is so hard for me to cut a pineapple. So I always make Robert do it, and he doesn't enjoy cutting a pineapple either. Who enjoys cutting a pineapple? No one. They're pricky and they're hard to cut. That's what this is for. So it's got a thing on here that's to keep when you're not using it, but it like basically cores the pineapple. So you just like twist it, you push it down, and you, hold on, there's a little button here. I'm trying to get it down here. Yeah. Did I do that right? I don't know. We're going to let him figure it out. But basically, it does core the, I think so this comes off, but I think I was just supposed to, I think you're just supposed to like push it down and twist it on there. It's got like a sharp, you can see this got a sharp edge here. And then when you twist it, it'll twist around and take and then you can pull it up and take the core out of it, and you're just left with the yummy, juicy pineapple. I'm hoping this is going to make eating a pineapple and cutting it, because sometimes we waste them because he doesn't cut them soon enough because he doesn't want to, because it's hard, and then it goes bad and we end up throwing it out. So like sometimes they'll run like a sale on pineapples here where you can get like a pineapple for like $1.50 or $1.88. I don't know if that's a good price by you, but it's good over here. And then they sit, and so I'm hoping that this will encourage him now to to cut it open and to take the core out. And I don't know, but I'm hoping this is going to make things a lot easier. I think that it will. I don't know what else it could work on too, but if you got any ideas, let me know. Let me know. All right, this is the item. I didn't know what it was, and then I had to open it. So I was like, what the hell are these? I don't remember opening it. So this is what it looks like. You're not gonna believe what these are. These are so valuable. You're gonna want them when I'm done telling you what they are. So this is what I thought, like, what are these little plastic things? And I was like, well, are they like, I thought they were like pipey cleaner things. And I was like, well, maybe I'll give them to Kenzie. She can use them in her classroom for arts and crafts or something for the kids. But then I opened it, and then I was like, oh, I know what they are. So let me just show you. So they open. And no, they're not, it's not a cap for your head, friends. It's a cover for a bowl. So basically, if you got like leftover fruit or leftover food in a bowl, these go over the bowl. It's like a protective wrap that goes over the bowl, so you can then just put it right in the fridge. So that's what these are. I was so excited when I finally realized what they were, because I literally, this is how they came, and they didn't really have like, it didn't have any, like it just had 100 pieces. It didn't say like what it was, and I was like, what the heck are those? And then, I mean, from that, like you can see why it was confused, because on the picture it showed it like this, and it showed it over bowls and over containers and things. So when they came in like this, I just wasn't expecting, and I don't remember ordering that. There we go. That's what that is. All right. Next up. All right. So this is going to probably not be in use until a little bit later in the fall, when we're cleaning out the gardens for the winter, when we're cleaning all this stuff out of the gardens, because I want to get this is an irrigation, and I want to get my beds on the side set up on irrigation with the timer, so that it runs like once a day, and it emits so much water out each day, because our summers get so hot and so humid here, and inevitably every year I lose plants. They burn to a crisp, and eventually I'd like to get the whole house on irrigation. And I don't really know how to do it. I've watched some videos on it. I have a pretty good idea, but I need Robert to kind of help me dig a trench from down over there to bury it, and then have these like in rows in my raised beds. And he's also going to be building another raised bed down there this fall out of some old, I think they're like old barn doors or old barn shutters, or I forgot, but he's got some red, and he's going to make a big square box, another bed down there. So all of that's going to get irrigation. We're going to try it with this. We'll see how it does. This will be kind of like a test, and then if it works well, I'll get another set, or however many sets, because this was pretty affordable. And if it works, fabulous, at least to get me through until I can run a more professional irrigation system, or I have the money to do that, but right now I don't. So this is going to be my interim. It'll be our practice, see if it works, and if we do a good job with it, then it makes sense for me then to invest in a bigger irrigation system for more parts of my yard as well. So that's what this is. So that's why you're seeing like all the tubing and the little elbows and the parts are in there. So that is going to be fun trying to put that together. I mean, Robert might not think it's fun when we get into it, but whatever, he's going to have to deal with it. Okay, these was another thing that I was like, what is that? And then this one though came with a picture. So because of the heat. Again, this is a garden item. This is so you can make a bottle, like a 2-liter bottle or even a drinking bottle, into a slow drip for your containers. And you basically screw this, it will fit on any bottle. You just screw this on, and then you're gonna put it in here, and then this will leak into your container, the water, just a little bit at a time. As it dries out, it'll continue to leak. And it's, you do have a cut, I think, a hole down here. So you're gonna put the water and all in, and then you're gonna cut a hole down here, and it's gonna leak. But there is directions. It's regulated drop speed, and it's for your potted plants. So let's see here. I don't know how long one, like, I guess it depends what you're on vacation for 10 days. You need 100 milliliters of water. Adjust speed of dripping water. 1 drip every 43 seconds. So you may have to put multiple bottles in if you're going to be gone for a long time. So 9.95 days, 1,000 milliliters, type 43, 4320, I don't know. But it does have a formula on here. I'm just not a math girl. So, and it did come with quite a few. And then I'm assuming that after you cut the hole in the bottom, you put one of these on, and these pieces on the bottom are what are going to regulate the drops and how quickly they come out. So I may actually try that. We've got to save some bottles. We don't drink a lot of soda over here, but we do drink some for parties and stuff, and I usually save them during the winter anyway for winter sowing. So I'm going to save a few for these. They aren't going to look great, but if I'm going to be gone, they're great to use because I don't really have somebody that's going to come over here and water my plants while I'm gone. So that's what I'll use when we go on vacation. Like, I'm going to be gone at the end of October, and I may, depending on how the weather's going to be, I'm only going to be gone 3 or 4 days, but in my containers, that's what I'm going to do. Robert sometimes remembers to do it, but not often. Not often, friends. I got 2 more items to show you. All right, this is an insect and bird barrier net with the drawstring. This again is a plant covering for your raised beds. Again, great for like your squash, anything that's going to get attacked by bugs or moths or get eaten. So I have issues with our squash here, and I have issues with our cauliflower and our cabbages and things like that. So I do have some nets, and this is going to be one that will be used pretty heavy here soon, because I'm getting ready to clean out some flower beds out there. Like, all my beans are just about done, so I'm going to be pulling all that out, and then I'm going to be putting some fall crops in, and this will be going in. But I'm first going to lay down, because I've noticed there's like some pill bugs and some other type of bugs in the soil, including some stink bugs. So first I'm going to put some diatomaceous earth in the soil, refresh the soil, clean the beds out, get all the debris out of there, plant what I need to plant, and then I'm going to put the netting over my raised beds that are on the deck. So, and again, it may not look pretty, and I don't have to keep it there forever. Like, once they get to a certain height and strength, they can kind of take a little bit of damage and be fine. What I don't want to do is put any type of like chemicals on my food. I want it to still be organic. So I don't mind treating the soil to kill the bugs that might be in the soil, but I don't want to put anything else in there. And I want it to be organic, the food to be organic that we're eating. So that's why I got that. And then, because I need something for the garden. I mean, this could be used for anything, but this is just a little tote. I need things to carry, like a haul, and my hands are always full. I know a lot of people use like a basket or whatever, but I always have a phone in my hand. I'm usually filming, so something I can throw over my shoulder. And also, it's like washable, and I can use this even if I want to take it to the beach. It's got holes in it, so the sand will fall out. It's got texture on the bottom, so, and it stays upright. There's so many things I can use with this. So there's the inside, and it's kind of heavy duty. I really liked this a lot when it came in, and I think this also came in some different colors. So you could use this for the beach, you could use it for the garden. I could store some like of my, if I wanted to like take down to if I'm going to walk to the different sides of my garden, I can have like my gloves in here. I can have seeds in here. And they're safe and protected. I could have bottles in here with water and to set that up, or my irrigation stuff. I could put little pots in here. I can put shovels in here. There's just so much that I can stick in here, and then I can carry all of that and still have a hand free for my tripod and my phone. So for me, that's what this was for. So that is it, my dear friends. I hope that you've enjoyed this quick little haul. All of the details are going to be down below for you. I personally have had a good experience with Temu. I found that their customer service is there. It's not an issue. Returns are easy. Is everything the best quality? Sometimes you get something that maybe isn't what you were expecting. You can return it, exchange it, or whatever, and get something else, or get if something breaks, get another one. But you know, they have a lot of, it's a whole bunch of different companies that are selling their wares on the Temu app. And if you download the app, I think that's where you get like the $10 bundle coupon. So you get like a $10 coupon for each $100 order, and you can use that. They also send you additional coupons once you're a part of them, and you download the app and you make your first order. You're going to get regular different discounts and fun stuff. So the savings can stack up. Even my kids who are completely broke, like, you know, in their early 20s, and they told me they got some free stuff from using Temu, and they also were very, very happy with the products that they've been able to get. Things that maybe like you don't want to spend the money on, but it's stuff you need when you're setting up a home, stuff for your garden, stuff for your kitchen or bathroom or whatever. They've got a lot of fun stuff like that, and it's so inexpensive that, I mean, it can be addicting. So just an FYI, there's like, I got a bunch of like watercolor paints. I've been very happy with that stuff because I'm teaching myself watercolor. So much great stuff on there. Be sure and check them out. It's obviously easier downloading the app, but you don't have to. You can also shop on their website. I think the coupons that I have though for you are through, I think you have to download the app for those. So anyway, guys, enjoy, have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe for more fun unboxings, clothing, lifestyle, and weekly vlogs. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.